Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is all about spiritual warfare. Now, spiritual warfare is one of those things that you cannot see, of course, and it's very hard to explain to other people when you're being attacked spiritually. The symptoms are kind of invisible, but you have a visible reaction to them. It starts small. It's not like on TV where you see people playing with voodoo dolls and all of a sudden another person's leg is broke somewhere. That's not how it works. That's Hollywood. In real life, spiritual warfare has 10 very distinct symptoms. So we're going to go over all 10 symptoms, and then I have 8 counteract measures down here. So let's begin. Symptom number 1 is feeling like you have walked into a spider web. And we've all walked into a spider web. That's one of the creepiest feelings. Because as soon as you walk into it, you don't know where all it's at, but you can still feel it on you. Then you start to think about, it's a spider web, so somewhere there's a spider. So you have to do that whole it's a spider web thing on me tripped out. And I say that's the first symptom because that's the first real symptom that you'll really be able to be like, something, I walked into a spider web, something just happened. So it's like a manifestation of it into your real life. You really are going to feel like you've walked into a spider web. All right. Symptom number 2, skin imperfections. And what I mean by skin imperfections is picking at your skin. You may all of a sudden see like a skin tag or a mole or a bump or a pimple or something. And it's going to just be very nonchalant, like a skin imperfection that normally wouldn't bother you. But for some reason, this time, you want to pick at it. You want to make it go away. And the more you try to make it go away, the bigger it gets. And it may even start to spread to where now you have a whole rash, a skin condition. All right. Step number 3, or symptom number 3, is audio hallucinations. Now, you're not going to hear a dog barking or someone yelling your name. That's not how this works. The things that you will hear would be like, you would think you hear your phone ringing. And you go over there, you pick your phone up, no one's calling you. Or you may think you hear like a notification bell. And you look and there are no notifications, not even an email. Another thing that you might hear is, you know how the smoke alarm chirps, that chirp, chirp. You may start to hear that. And you will search your house from daylight to sundown trying to find which smoke detector has gone out, but you can't never really pinpoint which one it is. That's spiritual warfare. All right, symptom number 4 is all of a sudden your phone refuses to stay charged, or your electronic devices won't stay charged. Like they be on the charger all overnight or for hours, and you have 100% battery, but the minute you leave your house, it jumps down to 45. Now it's at 15%. And you just can't quite figure it out. And it's like, oh, is my phone running out of space or it's running out of memory? What's going on with my phone? It won't stay on. That is spiritual warfare. They're actually using the energy from your phone to do all this other stuff. Your energy is very real. All right. So, symptom number 5, or step number 5, is a loss of sex drive. You know, you can be with a person that you have been with for years, months even, and all of a sudden they just don't do it for you anymore. And neither does anybody else. And even like in your private time, the things that you would normally think about or look at while you're just playing with yourself, all of a sudden that don't even do it for you. Like, I just can't seem to climax. I'm not even turned on. I don't understand. And that's going to cause real problems with your partner. But they don't understand that it's not you doing it. You're just unable to be turned on, or you have completely lost your libido. And that's a special hell of its own, okay? All right. Step number 6, or symptom number 6, is you may begin to smell body odor. it'll have you smelling under your own underarms or trying to smell your own breath. You're like, I put on deodorant. I don't understand. So now you're sneaking in the bathroom, trying to sneak little smells and to see if it's you, and you can't seem to pinpoint this body odor smell, but you know that something smells a little rank or a little funky, but it's not you. That's spiritual warfare. All right, symptom number 7 is your hair may begin to shed. And I actually experienced this one myself, the hair shedding in 2011. Every single time I combed my hair, I would get like a whole handful of hair out. And I already have really thin hair. That's part of the reason why I put my hair in locks, because I could not stop it from shedding. And I was like, okay, shed all you want. You're trapped. You can't go nowhere. Now I got you locked up. So yeah, that's a special type of hell too. Your hair is shedding out. All right, step number 8 is your memory is out of whack. And when I say your memory is out of whack, you might not be able to recall street names or people's names, or you may have the word. You ever try to think of something? It's like the word is right on the tip of your tongue. It's like it's right there. It's like and then you look and you search your memory, trying to go back to the memory to refresh what's the word or what's the thing that I'm talking about. You may even not be able to recognize people that you went to school with. Their face is just not coming up to memory to you anymore. Or you can put something down in one room. I know as you get older, we all, put our eyeglasses down and then can't remember where we put them down at. But it'll be that amplified. Like you go into like the mall or the grocery store and you park your car, and when you come back out, you're drawing a complete blank. You have absolutely no idea where you parked your car. So you're doing that keychain BB thing. You're trying to figure it out. You may even begin to forget passwords that you have been known for years and years. You could have had like the same Google email password, and all of a sudden you're drawing a complete blank. You cannot remember that password to save your life. That's spiritual warfare. All right. Step number 9 is your taste buds can get messed up. Like you may drink water and it has like a what I call like a aftertaste to it, or it doesn't taste right altogether. And you may think it's just your mind playing tricks on yourself. At first you may think, well, I just brushed my teeth. Because you know how you just brush your teeth and you drink coffee or something, it doesn't quite taste like coffee the first few sips. So you begin to make excuses for it. You'd be like, oh, I cooked it, but maybe I didn't put enough salt in it. Or, I left it on too long. And you might begin to actually have to have other people taste your food or test your food and be like, do you taste that? Is there something going on? And they be like, no, it tastes fine. But you taste it and you're just like, no. That's spiritual warfare. All right. And number 10, last but not least, is pestilence bugs. You may start to see like silverfish or centipedes or stink bugs. You're not going to see like roaches or mice. Or you may begin to see roaches or mice, but a lot, if you live in the city, those are kind of common things if you live in a building. You're going to start to see uncommon bugs. Like I said, you're going to like centipedes, silverfish, stink bugs, like spiders. And they're just there in your space all of a sudden, up on the wall. You can't get to it. Or you might think it was just when you went over this person's house, but then when you get back to where you was already at, now they're over here. Or you may even start to feel like they follow you. I actually have a relative that bed bugs followed around for like 6 years. It was the wildest thing. Okay, so now that we have went over the 10 major symptoms of spiritual warfare, let's talk about some ways on how to counteract this stuff. Because you know what? If you go through all 10 of those for over a year, I'm pretty sure you will have a nervous breakdown. That's a lot to be hearing stuff, smelling stuff, feeling stuff. And everybody's like, she has completely cracked now. So we have to start counteracting this stuff. So the first thing you can do is you can take a spiritual bath. And a spiritual bath is when you get the water all brand, you put some Epsom salt in there. I like to use Epsom salt. Other people use all sorts of things, but I like to use Epsom salt and baking soda mixed together. And I line all the crystals up on the side of the bathtub and light candles. And I put on the meditating music. So you just sit there, and you're not like washing yourself. You're just literally just sitting there in the water, maybe splashing it up on you. And you're just concentrating on just white light, filling the whole room. And, filling your body. And, that works. Another thing you can do is you can do an egg cleanse. And they have tutorials on how to do egg cleanses on on YouTube. You can find these tutorials to where you get a fresh egg and you run it and rub it all over your whole body from your head down to your toes. And then you crack it. And depending on, what comes out, you'll be able to tell what level of attack you was under or what all it was able to pull out. Those are very interesting, those egg cleanses. All right, another thing you can do is you can smudge your home with the sage to where you get a smudge fan. I don't want to get up because I got the microphone on. But one of the smudge fans that is just feathers. And you can use this incense like this, the frankincense and myrrh. Or you can use sage. You can use dragon's blood. And what you do is you walk all over your whole house. And you can chant something like, all negative energies and entities must now leave my space. All negative energies and entities must now leave my space. Over and over and over in every room. And make sure you have windows open so it can get out. All right. Another thing you can do is you can just, you can really go balls to the wall. You can ask Archangel Michael to come in and stand ready by your side. Michael's the one with the sword. Now, you can pray to Jesus, but I don't really think this is his caliber, okay? Jesus is for, like, little things. This is a big thing. You're being spiritually attacked, so you're going to need one of the big boys. And, that's one of the archangels. And my favorite, like I said, is St. Michael, because he has the sword. And I just ask him to stand ready by my side. I don't ask him to go hurt anybody. Just stand ready by my side to where if something comes towards me, he'll slice it down with his sword. And that's one of my favorite ones. Okay, another thing that you can do is you can do a reversal. And a reversal is when you send the negative energy right back to the person that's messing with you. You can use a mirror like this. It's a simple mirror. And what you do is you write on it. And my favorite reversal is I like to write words that I cannot see. Reverse and send back to thee. So return the sender. And what you can do with this mirror after you have it written on there, just set it on your mantle, or you can set it anywhere to where you can see it, and to where it's in your space. And as you can see, it says words that I cannot see, reverse them and send them back to thee. All right. What else can we do? Oh, right. This is one of my favorites too. You can do spiritual jewelry. Like I'm always doing this right now. These little bracelets, this is the evil eye. It sends it back. One is like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And you wear it at all times. And that's, it's a reversal within. And it kind of puts you in a little bubble. So I take mine off when I shower, and then I put them right back on. Spiritual jewelry is It's a good one. It's a really good one. All right, next thing you can do is you can ring bells. Bells have a way of making the spirits get up and move. So I would suggest ringing the bell right before and right after you do the smudging with the incense all over your house, because you got to get them up and get them out. All right, and lastly, you can do a cord cutting ceremony. And what a cord cutting ceremony is, you can get an old extension cord, one that you're not using anymore, and you lay it all the way out on the floor, not plugged in. I repeat, do not plug this thing in. Just lay it all the way out. And I want you to stand at the side that goes into the wall, like the prong side. Stand with that directly between your feet, and let the other side that plugs in, is the end that's down there. You're going to need to get a cleaver. And meditate for a minute about all the feelings and all the things that you want to stop. And then in one really quick, hard cut, just cut the cord. Throw one piece of the extension cord away somewhere else, and throw the other one away somewhere else. Do not throw both pieces of this cord in the same garbage. So if you have done all 8 of those things, the spiritual warfare will begin to lessen and it'll go away. But these are all very good counteract measures. Because these 10 things up here, can you imagine? That's just so much. That's a lot. All right. I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.